Hi, I'm Luna. Yesterday, some guy took my parking spot at the grocery store. You know what I did? I smiled, waved, and said, "No problem, go ahead." But inside my head, there was this purple dragon breathing fire and planning his tire-slashing revenge. Welcome to today's topic, meeting your shadow, aka that psychotic roommate living rent-free in your brain. So here's the thing Carl Jung figured out while probably having his own parking lot meltdowns. We all have this shadow. It's every nasty, petty, jealous thought we've ever shoved into our psychological basement because society said, good people don't think like that. It's the part of you that wants to key someone's car, tell your boss exactly what you think of their micromanagement style, or secretly hopes your ex's new relationship crashes and burns spectacularly. You know, normal Tuesday thoughts.
But here's where it gets interesting. We spend so much energy keeping this shadow locked up, we forget it's still there, getting stronger, like some emotional Hulk just waiting for the wrong trigger. And that trigger? Oh, it's always something stupid, like broccoli prices or someone chewing too loudly. Now, you might be thinking, but Luna, I'm a good person. I donate to charity, I recycle, I say please and thank you. And you're right, you are good. But if you keep pretending your shadow doesn't exist, one day you're going to have what I call the Great Shadow Explosion. Picture this. You're at Target. The cashier is moving slower than continental drift. There's a screaming child behind you, and suddenly you find yourself having a complete meltdown over a price check on bananas. The whole store stops and stares while you're there going, "It's just fruit, Karen!" That's your shadow making its grand debut. So the question is, what do we do with this thing? Here's what most people do wrong.
They try to kill it. They meditate it away, they positive affirmation it to death. They pretend if they're just nice enough, kind enough, spiritual enough, their shadow will pack its bags and move out. Spoiler alert, it doesn't work. It's like trying to get rid of your actual shadow by standing in different lighting. The shadow moves with you, honey. I learned this the hard way when I spent 3 months doing daily gratitude journaling, thinking I could love and light my way out of wanting to throat punch slow walkers. Then one day, someone cut in front of me at the coffee shop, and I found myself giving them a death stare so intense that even I was scared. My gratitude journal didn't prepare me for that level of rage over a cappuccino.
But wait, it gets worse.
The more we suppress our shadow, the more it starts running our lives from behind the scenes. Ever wonder why you get irrationally angry at people who remind you of yourself? That's your shadow having a field day. It's like having a drunk friend at a party who keeps starting conversations you have to finish. Here's the plot twist that changed my life. Your shadow isn't trying to ruin you. It's actually trying to protect you. That anger at the parking spot guy? It's your psyche saying, "Hey, people are taking advantage of your niceness." That jealousy when your friend gets promoted? It's your inner wisdom pointing out that you want more recognition too. The shadow isn't evil, it's just honest in the most inconvenient way possible. So instead of fighting it, I started having conversations with mine. I call her the Funk. She's this purple blob creature who lives in my head and has zero filter. When someone irritates me, instead of pretending I'm fine, I let the Funk vent in my mind. She gets to say all the petty, ridiculous stuff, and then usually we both start laughing because most of it is completely insane. Like last week, this woman was taking forever to order at Starbucks, asking about every single ingredient in every single drink. The Funk immediately started planning an elaborate scheme involving glitter bombs and public humiliation. But once I let her have her moment, I realized the woman was probably just nervous, or maybe had dietary restrictions. The Funk got her rage out, I stayed nice, and nobody got glitter bombed. Win-win.
The secret isn't eliminating your shadow, it's integrating it. Think of it as hiring your darkness as a consultant rather than locking it in the basement. Your shadow knows things your conscious mind is too polite to acknowledge. It sees the red flags you ignore, feels the boundaries that need setting, and recognizes the people who are draining your energy. When you start befriending your shadow instead of fighting it, something magical happens. You stop having those explosive moments because there's no pressure building up anymore. You become more authentic because you're not wasting energy pretending to be perfect. And weirdly, you actually become nicer because you're choosing kindness from a place of strength, not fear.
So here's your homework. And yes, there's homework because this is therapy disguised as entertainment. Next time someone pisses you off, don't immediately jump to, "I shouldn't feel this way." Instead, ask your shadow what it wants to tell you. Maybe it's pointing out a boundary that needs to be set. Maybe it's highlighting a need that isn't being met. Or maybe it just wants to imagine that person slipping on a banana peel. And that's okay too. Remember, every saint was once a sinner who learned to have coffee dates with their demons instead of declaring war on them. Your shadow isn't going anywhere, so you might as well make it your weird, inappropriate best friend who keeps you honest and occasionally makes you laugh at the absurdity of being human. Subscribe if you want more psychological real talk mixed with questionable life choices. And next week, we're diving into the persona, aka why I have 17 different personalities depending on who I'm talking to, and why that's not actually a disorder.